This semester, we're going to be reading short stories in Spanish using iBooks. This slideshow will introduce you to some of the features of iBooks and explain how to create notes for yourself and then to send to me. On your iPad, you'll open up the iBooks app and select the assigned book. In this video, we will be examining the book called An Elementary Spanish Reader, which is a collection of short stories. Here are a few helpful tips to get you started. This top left button right here is your library button, which will take you back to the iBooks bookshelf. This button with 3 bars will take you to the book's contents page, and from here at the top you will also have the ability to select the bookmarks and notes pages, which we'll talk about in just a bit. From the contents page, I'm going to select Un hombre insaciable. On page 9, by simply tapping the title. There are a few other features that you'll notice on an iBook page. Using this AA button, you can change the font size, the style, and you can also adjust the brightness and the theme, which is actually the background color. This is your search button, actually, and if you push that, you will be able to bring up a search of various words and find out where all they appear in the text. And this right here is your bookmark page that you can actually mark your spot and be able to come back to it later if you get interrupted. If you want to turn the page, then you can simply tap the page anywhere here on the right-hand side. Another feature in iBooks is to tap a word and hold, and then press the right arrow to do a variety of things. Let's say you come across a word whose definition you don't know, like the word extranjero. I'd like you to get into the habit of making yourself a little sticky note, which you can do directly on the page in iBooks. The best way to go about doing this is to first copy the text with which you're kind of unfamiliar. Be sure to include the entire sentence, not just the word. To copy, double tap the word that you don't know and grab the pointer handles to expand the blue box to cover the whole sentence. When you push the arrow buttons here, you will get this screen that says copy and define. You simply want to tap the word copy once. If you put 2 fingers on the highlighted text again and then tap that right arrow, it will reveal this note option right here for you. You tap the word note and then tap again inside this yellow note to paste the selection. You can then write yourself a reminder there, such as definitions. If you tap anywhere outside of this note on the screen, then the note will minimize, and then you will see a tiny little sticky note out to the right, kind of like this. So here's your note compressed, and you have this tiny sticky note over here, which you can always tap to see what it says. If you go up here to the top of the page and you tap the 3-bar button, it will take you back to the contents page. But if you tap on Notes, which is found right here, it will show you a list of all the notes that you wrote to yourself and their page numbers. So here's that note that you wrote to yourself, and here's the page number in which you can find it. This way you can refer back later to remind yourself of various meanings. Finally, when you're finished reading the story, if I ask you to share the notes that you took on a reading selection with me, then you can tap right up here to this little arrow box in order to email me a listing of all the notes that you took in that particular iBook. Select Email, and a new message will appear where you can type in my email address right here, You can change the subject line. If you could include your last name in that, that would be great. And then finally, you can send all those notes that you wrote in that selection. They'll be listed right there. You can send them right off to me. And there you have it, a few nice features to help you navigate your way through iBooks.